everybody, today I'm going to be doing my August wrap-up and my September TBR. So sadly, once again, this month wasn't the best month for reading. I read one book, but it is not all that bad because I have felt like reading now more than I have in the past 2 months. So I believe that this reading slump is coming to an end. I really do hope, because sometimes people reading one book a month is like amazing for them. Sometimes it's like, you know, their goal, and that is completely fine. My goal is just a little bit higher at 4 to 8 books a month, just because I love reading and I find it so much fun to read. And whenever I don't read like that, it's odd because I've been doing it for so long. It's just how I read. You guys may do it differently. Sometimes people read like 30 books a month. Wizards. I swear, they're wizards. Teach me your ways. But anyways, I have some very exciting books I cannot wait to read in September. So let's get into that and discuss the book I did read in August very briefly, because I do have a review on it that is up right now. So check it out. I'll be linking it down below. So the one book I read last month was a Utopia Book Club book of the month, which was Baby Doll by Holly Overton. I gave this book a 3.75 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was a great book. Definitely recommend it to you guys. I thought that everything about this book was very unique and different because it's about captivity and how this girl, when she was 16, got taken and kidnapped and thrown in a basement for 8 years. It's about what happens after that, once she's rescued, once she gets out. And it's really cool to see her recovery process, especially when she had a child in captivity and seeing that child adjust to our society, which I bet is really difficult because our society is like, woohoo! So yes, I really did enjoy this book, and I'll be linking all the books I mentioned in today's video down below. Well, that was really quick for my wrap-up for August, but now we're gonna get into the TBR for September. So I'm currently reading a book that you guys would be really excited that I am reading right now, since I've been putting it off for almost a year now because I do not want to finish the series all at once. And that is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. So I'm not too far into it. I'm about 38 pages. I started reading it on the airplane back from New York, and oh, so good. I know that this series is such a phenomenal series, and there's a reason that everybody loves it, but it's good to finally understand why they do. It's just so well written. It's so magical. It's such a mystical, amazing, enlightening experience just to read it, just because it is magic. The next is the Utopia Book Club book of the month for September, and that is Furthermore by Tahara Mafi. And this book is about a colorless girl living in a colorful world, and it's a fantasy novel, and it also is a middle grade novel, so I'm so excited to read it just because Tahara Mafi has not come out with a book in a few years, and I'm excited to see what she came up with in this story. I'm really excited to read this book, and I cannot wait for you guys to read it with Reagan and I. I'll be linking our book club down below. It's on Goodreads, so check it out. Also, while you're checking it out, you should totally check out my Twitter and Instagram at Sasha Alsberg. Yeah, self-promotion. The next book I shall be reading this month is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and this is actually going to be becoming a movie, so I wanted to get the book, and the book is actually quite small, so I bet I can read it really quickly, and I've heard phenomenal things about it from my friends because they've read it and they're like, Sasha, read this book! So good! And I'm really excited to read it because I've heard only great things about it. The monster has come calling for Connor, and it wants the most dangerous of all things. It wants the truth. So the back doesn't give too much information on it, but that I think is like the best thing about the backs of books that are supposed to be vague. They are vague and they are mysterious, and you have to read the story to actually get what it's about, and it surprises you. It's kind of like what Stranger Things is. It doesn't tell you much about it, but it tells you a little bit, and then it completely mind blows you, and you cannot sit in the dark for long before thinking what's hiding in the corners of the dark of the room and what can get into the room even though all the doors are locked. I'm not paranoid. Not at all. Okay, and then the other book I shall be reading this month is, of course, Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. But yes, I loved Queen of Shadows. I read the manuscript of it. It was definitely a floppy read. Like, get a floppy because it's like, whoa. But it was such a good book. Oh my gosh, and I cannot wait to learn what's gonna happen next in the Throne of Glass world, because crazy things have happened in, you know, the last 4 books, and crazy things are bound to happen in the next few. People have been getting early editions of this book, guys. Like, I am so jealous. But then again, I'm not jealous since I know that that's a mistake and that shouldn't happen. This month is also the deadline of my book Zenith, so I have to write the ending of Zenith because it's almost towards the end. First draft is due, so that's gonna be taking up a lot of time. But reading is back in the game. I'm reading now, and I'm so freaking excited. So that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!